Well, good morning. And if you look carefully, you may notice we're not quite where we moored up last night. Where we moored up, it was official mooring space with nice mooring rings, and it was a concrete side, like concrete curbs, but there was a ridge going out into the cut underneath for a good few inches, about 6 or 7 inches.
9 inches in some places.
Yeah, it was mooring.
Really thick.
It was mooring places. So you couldn't get the boat right to the edge, that's not a problem, but the boat was sitting there going crunch, crunch against the side. So basically it was just scoring all the side off the blacking. Every time you moved or anything moved, it was not much fun. So we moved, I don't know, just 5 minutes around the corner. Not as quiet. There's a road just over there behind us.
It wasn't noisy. I didn't hear it in the night.
Oh no, but there's a factory over there, the street lights. Now I wouldn't mind, it was a perfectly good mooring, but last night was the peak meteor shower, 12th of August, and there was also a possibility to see the northern lights this far south, and we went out to have a look, and unfortunately the street lights sort of spoilt quite a lot, and this big hedge on this side was covering the view of where the Perseids were coming from. Well, we saw a couple of shooting stars, didn't we?
I did.
Yeah, I saw a couple of shooting stars.
Yeah.
And which was nice. And I weren't sure if I could see the northern lights or a big glow from the factory over there. So, oh well, can't see them all. I've seen them up north before.
I've seen them anyway.
Yeah, we went to Scandinavian countries. We've seen them before, lovely. But nice to see them, would have been nice. But anyway, so we're off this morning to finish for Shroppie, aren't we?
Yeah, we're going on Staffordshire and Worcestershire.
I couldn't remember the name of it. Staffs and Worcestershire canal. And then...
How do you say, is it Worcestershire or is it Worcestershire?
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire, okay.
Well, you're English. Anyway, right, we better get off. And I had a bit of a job this morning, out trying to see the northern lights last night with a beer in my hand. I took a big swig of beer, missed my mouth, it went all down my chin and all down
you could miss that mouth, I'll never.
Down my neck and down my shirt. And then to add insult to injury, I dropped the glass on the back of a deck here and it smashed and there's glass everywhere. Hey ho.
All cleaned up now though.
All cleaned up. Right, gonna get off, got stuff to do. Just down here there's, in about half a mile, there's loos and water and all facilities.
A junction.
A junction, and we've got the bins to empty, haven't we, quite a lot.
Oh, they don't want to know those sort of things.
Anyway, so we'll get going. So, we're at the end of a Shroppie. This is a stop lock. It's only about an inch difference between the two sides. Purely there to stop the Shropshire Union losing its water to that canal and vice versa. So as soon as we get to this bridge, end of a Shroppie, and we turn left on the, what is it, Linda?
Staffordshire and Worcestershire.
Staffordshire, Worcester to Penkridge.
Yeah.
And if you turn right, you end up at Wolverhampton and the Birmingham network. So, yeah, exciting stuff. Well, this is certainly different to the Shroppie. Long, narrow section, couple of passing points, allegedly. We've got 3 boats in a row, I'm in the middle. But yeah, very narrow. Very, very different. So we managed to get to Morrison's just before this narrow section we moored up. There's a Morrison's, half a mile walk if that. We were quite low on provisions, so that was quite handy. We got quite a bit sorted out. So we're pretty much set up. We've got all the water and all the provisions, all the stuff filled up with diesel. Excellent. Yeah, there's a little passing point here. I don't know if it's coming. Anyway, I better keep my eye on what's ahead. But I'll just twiddle the camera around, you'll see what I mean. Now look, a little turning point. Turning point. Passing point. Boats ahead. And there's a boat coming. Fortunately, it's right at the end of the narrows. And you can see the boat in front going past. He's not moving back. You can see why it's narrow though. Look at the walls here. Sort of solid rock. Somebody had to get through. So this is Hafferton Junction. Junction with a Hafferton Canal. So that's for Hafferton Canal. Long closed. Used to deliver coal from the coal fields up in Cannock. And used to be connected to the Birmingham network, BCN, Birmingham Canal Network. Sadly closed in the early 50s, about 1951. But there is a group trying to work to get it going again, the Lichfield and Hafferton Canal Restoration Groups. And if ever they do get that going again, it will make access to North Birmingham so much better. Really hope so. The Lichfield's coming on in fits and bounds, really, really quick. And there is where we've just come from, Atherley Junction. So here's the Hafferton Marina, quite a small one, nice location. And I'm so bunged up with hay fever, sounds like I've got my head in a bucket again. Can't help it. Took some antihistamines, might help. Very nice.
Good morning, everybody. Well, it's a bit nippy this morning, so no shorts or t-shirts.
No, I got my
I've even put a sweatshirt on.
Got my thick jumper on. We stayed in Penkridge, didn't we, for a day.
It's a really nice place, and I must admit, we were recommended to go to Jasper the Baker's.
Jasper Baker's, yeah.
And I was told, well, how will we know where it is? And they said there's always a queue outside the shop. We could not believe it. There was a queue.
There was a long queue out into the street, and when you got into the shop, it doubled round. And it's just this baker's that sells so much stuff.
But it was all freshly baked that day.
It was lovely.
Oh,
so
got some lovely breads and cakes. Ooh, yummy.
But, we didn't move yesterday. It was raining first thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then we went, had a look round the town, popped round the market.
Town, Penkridge, market day's worth of visit.
Had my hair washed and blow dried, which is always a great thing for me. And then we just come back and relaxed.
Read books, chilled.
Oh, yes. Finished my book.
Anyway, so we're ready to go. The forecast for today, it is a bit colder today, and the forecast is rain this afternoon. Not a lot, but so we're going to just crack on.
See how far we can get.
Yeah, because we had a day sitting here yesterday. So it's time to move, right?
Yes, I've got my windlass ready.
Right, let's crack on. There's a lot just around here. Well, it's been a slow morning. No warmer. It looks like it's going to rain any minute, but it hasn't. And we've done 2 locks, but both of the locks have been hard work. In fact, there's been 2 boats in front. There was a double boat with a butty just gone through, another bloke waiting, then we turned up at the last one. Windy as anything. I was being blown all over the place, hardly getting to the side. And yeah, there's been a lot of unpleasant comments about person 2 boats ahead being very arrogant and annoying people. Apparently the next lock, apart from the queue, one of the paddles has broke. So I'm ticking over to get there. I'm in no mad rush. The chap behind us who was getting water at the last lock when there was a bit of rowing going on, he said he might just pull up and have a cup of tea and give up for a bit. But hey, I've got my patient head on. Look. Trying. Linda's inside making a cup of tea. So it's going to approach on tick over, moor up, have a cup of tea and wait patiently. And don't let others annoy me. I'm sure they won't, not been annoyed all holiday, just sometimes you wish things were a little bit different. But hey, let's see how it goes. So there was quite a queue at the lock. No unpleasantness at all, I'm not quite sure if I was being warned against. There was one just going in and 2 queuing, so I was number 3. There was a chap moored up very close to the lock landing. He was off it was perfectly legit, which made it a bit trickier for queuing the boats. It's quite a small lock landing, but he was a very helpful chap, you know, chattering away. So yeah, I've been patient head on and no problem at all. So we're heading down to the next lock, and if you, I don't know if you can tell on this, but I'm on tick over, going very slow, because what's the point in rushing to queue up, because the lock landings are quite short and the wind's quite strong and it's quite tricky. So I know there's a queue, might as well just potter. Look at the wildlife, the lovely heron on the bank coming up. Anyway, so yeah, all going well. Well, we didn't quite get to where we wanted. You may see through here, rain. And we got a fair old way, but it got slower and slower. One of the boats in front, an old trad, was going ridiculously slow, being followed by family members. They were obviously having a bit of a row. He was moaning about his bloody mother-in-law at one point, who had a go at a chap behind us for what she said was pushing in at the lock. The net result was the totally slow speeds meant the boats were piling up. We got to the last lock that we were going to do today, and there were 5 boats and then once one had got through, hadn't it? Sorry, Lindsay was telling me. Once one had got through, another 2 were coming up the cut. I mean, a massive queue on a really slow day, all because these guys were so slow. And anyway, a little frustrating, but we kept patient. Yeah, we decided we were going to go further today, but we pulled in because it was starting to get wet. I got pretty soaking. I mean, it didn't look like it was going to relent. And it did shortly afterwards, but then it chucked it down again and it's raining now. So good decision. So it's drinking tea, reading my book. Linda's chilled out reading her book. And that's us for today.